Yeah, by the way, young man, you know what they call this?
Lasagna.
No. Dining out. If I'm not in, I gotta be out. I'm dining out right now because I'm not in. And it's not lasagna. Anyway, check it out. On the East Coast, in order. We got Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, New Jersey, Florida. That's where my eyes closed. Now we both know each state has a capital. So,
Okay.
we got Augusta, Maine, Montpelier, Vermont, Concord, New Hampshire, Boston, Massachusetts. We got Hartford, Connecticut, Providence, Rhode Island, Albany, New York, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Trenton, New Jersey, 717 to call you. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Trenton, New Jersey, each area code 70 times you want to leave. Then you got Dover, Delaware. You cannot say Maryland's capital without saluting the Navy that's based in Annapolis. Richmond, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, Tallahassee down here in Florida. Now, how about, I like chicks, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Helena, Montana. How about some presidents? Jackson, Mississippi, Lincoln, Nebraska, Madison, Wisconsin, Jefferson City, Missouri. Now, tell me the furthest state north, furthest state south, furthest state east, furthest state west out of the 50 states. I've asked over 10,000 people, nobody can answer. Furthest state south by far is Hawaii. They got Honolulu, then they got Maui, then they got Kauai, they got 15 more islands further south than Cuba, for God's sake. The last one's not even inhabited, too close to the equator. Furthest state north by far is Alaska. Furthest state west is Alaska. Furthest state east is Alaska. You don't believe me? Google it. I'm much smarter than your fucking Google bullshit. Bing, Wikipedia, whatever. Alaska has something called, the Aleutian Islands. From the final island on a clear day, you can see Russia. The country code to call Russia is 7. So the last two islands past the 180-degree meridian longitude line, putting them into the eastern hemisphere. The third furthest island is the furthest place west in the United States of America. The other two islands in another hemisphere, they're east. So your answer, Alaska, north, east, west, Hawaii, south, 10,000 people, professors, high school geography teachers, nobody can answer. Morons.
Excuse me, mister. I know I'm not allowed to say your name. Is there
Right.
is there anything else you would like to teach us people on this planet which you find too slow for you?
It's way too slow, young man. Yeah. Check it out. So, 1963, November, JFK, John F. Kennedy, the president's driving down some street in Dallas, Texas. He goes off to the left, 2 shots ring out, he's dead. No third shot, no conspiracy, no frickin' the grassy knoll, that's an echo. So, the thing is, he's dead. The very next day, they arrest a guy named Lee Harvey Oswald, right? He shot a cop named Tipton on his way out of town. They're already looking for him, right? So, he's in jail. They didn't have to look too far. Then, he wouldn't answer one question. So the very next day, the federal marshals come to move him. However, those idiots brought the wrong size truck. They didn't be able to go under the garage. They had to walk them out. Photographers, as close as we are right now, taking pictures that'll never, ever happen again. Somebody goes right up and shoots Oswald in the stomach. What was his name? And I guarantee you, if you Bing it, Wikipedia it, Google, whatever the fuck you do, right? Whatever way you want to learn something, it'll tell you Jack Ruby. Now, I remember like it was yesterday. I was 6 years old. Walter Cronkite, one of the most famous broadcasters of all time, saying Jack Ruby just shot and killed. Then they made a movie called Ruby. However, I'm going to prove to you beyond, and Google it, it'll tell you Jack Ruby. But I'm going to prove to you beyond, and I saw him do it. I'm going to prove to you beyond any shadow of any doubt, Jack Ruby killed no one. So, here are the facts, because I'm only talking facts. Fact 1, Jack Ruby was a nightclub owner in Dallas, Texas. Number 2, he wasn't even there to kill him, right? He just wanted to be famous. It was 15 minutes. He was there to send money to one of his cocktail waitresses from his club. But he wanted to be a gangster with the Italian mob. So there is no person named Jack Ruby. Get it out of your mind. Get it out of whatever vocabulary, whatever, because there is no Jack Ruby. It is roses are red, violets are blue. Jesus was Jewish, and so was Jack Ruby and me and you. So Jack Ruby's real name is Jacob Leon Rubenstein. There is no Jack Ruby. After you Google it, Wikipedia, whatever, and when it tells you Jack Ruby, then ask, what's Jack Ruby's real name? Jacob Leon Rubenstein. There is no Jack Ruby. It's a made-up nonsense. Can I leave yet? Hey!
Yes. Excuse me, mister. I know I'm not allowed to say your name. You have copyrights, and you give me permission to view you because of your copyright, sir. But you're telling me not one American knows the English language?
Correct, but me.
But
so, young man, here's the thing. I don't care if they teach it at Yale, Harvard, Dartmouth, Princeton, Brown, Columbia, Cornell, whatever Ivy League college, whatever, whoever. Nobody knows it. But I'm going to teach it to you real quick. It's just, I could give you over 5,000 examples. I'll just give you a couple real quick, right? How many times in a day, when you get off the phone or you get out of a car, you leave the supermarket, you hear somebody tell you, have a good one? That's a question. You hear that?
yes.
Well, when somebody tells me to have a good one, I tell them to have a good 8, 6, or 2.5, because I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good weekend, have a great day. That's the language. Have a good one means absolutely nothing. What, a bungee jump off a bridge? So, anyway, here's the thing. Next time somebody tells you to have a good one, tell them to have a good 6. In my opinion, a 6 would be better than a 1, except if it's like a heart attack or something like that. Anyway, that's one. I'm on the phone talking to somebody. They do not quite get what this 202 IQ Photographic Memory is saying. So I got to take it down a notch to their level. And your planet, whatever it is, right? So, here's the thing. What's up, young man? You got a lesson. Kids stay with me for a long time, learning everything. He's in college. So anyway, here's the thing. I'm on the phone, talking. They don't understand. I got to go down to their level. As soon as they understand, here's the first words out of my mouth. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, you don't. You hear what I'm saying. That's why God gave you ears. We're on the phone. How could you possibly hear or see what I'm saying? Even on Fox Business News. Do you see what I'm saying? No! I hear what you're saying, you idiot. How'd you get that job? CNN, same thing. Now, let's just say I'm giving somebody a ride, right? Being nice. I've heard it hundreds, thousands. It's driving me crazy, to be honest with you. Although everything else is driving me crazy too. On your freaking planet, I don't even know where this place is. But check it out. I'm driving. F your GPS, right? Just tell me where to go. I'll figure it out myself. Okay, just tell me, you're in the car, tell me what to do. So they tell me at the next light, make a right. I'm driving, I see the light, I start getting over to the right. I say, make a right here, they say right. Now I'm driving. Man, now I'm even regretting giving them a ride. So they go like this. At the second light, make a left. I didn't even see the first light yet. So I continue to drive until I see the first light. I continue to drive on. Then, when I see the second light, as I'm approaching it, I start getting over to the left. I ask them, make a left here. Once again, they say right. I'm trying to cross traffic. I'm baffled. I'm confused. So, but never, ever in my entire life has anyone said to me, at the next light, make a right. When I'm approaching the light, I say, make a right here. No one's ever said left. But they've said right, left, right. So the proper English, make a right here, correct. Make a left here, correct. Even the Uber driver, if I'm taking a ride, when he turns down the street, my street is the next street, I tell him turn left second driveway on the left. When he gets to my driveway, he goes, right here. I go, no, left here. Right's across the street. I don't want to go there. I want to go to my house, you nut. Anything else, young man, because I could give you over 5,000 examples. More to come. Cut.